Nobody expected this night to ravel like this. Jay-Z was wrapping up a 3-night 30th anniversary run at Yankee Stadium. 45,000 people packed in for what was supposed to be a victory lap. Then the final show hit a wall. A 2 to 3 hour delay. Fans were stuck outside, locked out, and checking their phones, wondering what the hell is going on. When he finally walked on stage well after midnight, he didn't dodge it. He told the crowd straight up, the hold-up was a safety protocol. A massive group of people without tickets had tried to storm the venue and it's full lockdown. He said they did what they had to do to stop a dangerous trampling situation. But that wasn't the part people couldn't stop talking about. Because right in the middle of the whole chaos, Jay-Z kept bringing out guest after guest. We're talking Beyoncé, Rihanna, Eminem, Nas Pharrell, Tiana Taylor, a lineup so stacked it felt like he was daring the night to recover. The energy in the stadium flipped, the delay was still hanging in the air, but suddenly the focus shifted to the sheer star power on that stage. Except some people started asking a different question. Why so many guests in 2026? With all his history, did Jay-Z need the extra firepower to fill a stadium like this? Online, the chatter got loud fast. Commentators pointed out that peers like Kanye had recently sold out massive crowds on their own in tough markets. Meanwhile, here is Jay-Z leaning hard on Beyoncé and Rihanna. The narrative took off. Maybe he can't sell it out alone anymore. Then there was Rihanna herself. Fans noticed her vocal cords sounded rusty. Understandable after time away from the stage and pregnancies, but the speculations exploded anyways. Whispers started that Jay-Z had basically wheeled her out, not just for the moment, but because of the deep Roc Nation money ties and fresh investments into Fenty. Business leverage meeting the stage, whether that's fair or not, the conversation was already moving. Meanwhile, Jay-Z was saying things that made the whole room lean in. He talks about getting his helmet on, going on the offense, lines that lined up almost too perfectly with what he said in a recent GQ interview about staying aggressive this year. The internet immediately connected the dots. Was this shade at Drake? At Kanye? Especially after the Kanye recent comments about Jay-Z's kids. The subtext felt heavy. And that's when the comparison started getting darker. Industry watchers drew a line between Jay-Z's confidence, offensive push, and the way Diddy had carried himself publicly. Most people quickly added that Jay-Z has way stronger protection in the industry than most. Still, the parallel stuck in people's head. Then there's the weirdest thread of all. A psychic who had originally called for Jay-Z's empire to fall in 2026 suddenly moved the timeline a full decade. Now she's saying it's 2036. The prediction shifted, but the fascination didn't. Look, the night itself was messy. A security scare turned into a marathon, turned into one of the most star-studded shows in recent memory. Jay-Z stood on that stage after everything and still commanded the room. But underneath the lights and the guest spots, you could feel the questions swirling about power, about what it takes to hold a throne this long, about whether the offense is always the best defense. What do you think actually happened that night? Drop your takes in the comments. If this hits you, hit the like button and I'll catch you on the next one.